If you're a man living in society, you know as well as I know that respect is one of the biggest things that we look for just in general. Everybody wants respect. People die about it. People go to war about it. So you got to understand that when we're talking about dealing with women, this video right now is going to teach you the ultimate way how to command respect. So when we're talking about respect just in general, it's important for you to understand that most of it is earned. It's not given up front. So when we're starting from a solid foundation, it starts with you first. So it starts with you having respect for yourself. So you have to boost up your confidence. And it's really obvious, but most people don't, especially men. Most men don't respect themselves, bro. Most men don't love themselves. So if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, nobody's going to view you as that type of person that I'm going to respect him, bro, because you don't even project those emotions out to society. So you got to heal. You got to do your inner work. You got to, just improve every which way so that you feel a respectable man. So when you look yourself in the mirror, you're happy and comfortable with the man that you see. So if you start there, then you can do the other things that I'm talking about. But this is where it starts in general. It starts with you first, having self-respect for yourself. So, from that point, it's important for you to, once you know that I'm a man that's worthy of respect. I've done my work. I've built my value up. I became something, even if it's just in my mindset. I've built mental toughness. Then at this point, when we're going about and you're talking to women and you're dating different women, you have to know that these women are going to test you, bro. They're going to do these shit tests. They're going to play games with you. So you have to be a man that establishes up front that you're not going to disrespect me. I see it so many times where you guys allow this disrespect to happen because you're in a dry spell, you're in a drought. So, of course, if you're allowing this woman to disrespect, and it could just be in a subtle way too, you know what I'm saying? You could just be like, she's getting you in her frame. So you could be like, look, hey, we're going to dinner at 7 p.m. I'm going to take you to Texas Roadhouse because I want a steak with those buns, I'm talking about them buns with them cinnamon. Bro, them joints be banging too. I know if you've been to Texas Roadhouse, I know you be smashing them. But you like, hey, we going to dinner at 7 o'clock. I want you to wear a red dress. You letting her know, like, I'm taking the leadership. I'm telling you, I'm picking you up. We going here. And she's like, no, I don't want to go to Texas Roadhouse. We're going to go to Olive Garden. And you're like, all right, okay, yeah. I did want to get some pasta. I did want to get some fettuccine Alfredo. Then you're going out on a date and you're allowing her to pretty much run up the bill. And then you're like, hey, let's go back to my crib. She's like, no, I'm going to call it a night. Text me when you get home. So then you text her. Then you go on another date and you got in your mind that you want to smash. And she's like, no, we're not doing that to the 50th date. By the way, I'm only available during these times, and you're 100% going on her. You're already in her frame, and then you start dating her because you don't have no other options. And then next thing you know, she starts disrespecting you by saying like little subtle things like, bro, you acting soft. She's telling you acting soft. She's emasculating you. Next thing you know, she's pushing you. She's bumping you. So these things just build and escalate, bro. And it starts from the beginning because she's testing you to see how masculine you really are, to see who you are, bro. So you have to understand that you can't tolerate any form of disrespect. Now, these women will do it, and that's what I'm saying. You got to let her know, I'm not the one. You're not going to do that with me. I've established firm boundaries plenty of time with women to let them know I'm not going to accept this disrespect. I'm not that man. You can go disrespect these other guys, but the moment you try to say, like they'll say funny, like they'll try to make it as a joke, like, oh, you weak. And I'm like, no, that's not what this is. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, try to do it as a joke. Because I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to go out tonight. I'm busy. Oh, you're just tired. You're an old man. You're weak. That's how I've had that plenty of time. Oh, you're an old man. You know what I'm saying? It's 9 o'clock and you don't want to go out. And I'm like, no, I got my purpose. I'm out here trying to make this money. I'm out here trying to edit these videos. I got things. You don't come first. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reality. Most of these women don't come first. So when you're establishing those boundaries and telling her no, that's how you command respect, bro. So you first start with self-respect. And then at this point, what you're doing is you're establishing boundaries. You're letting her know you're not going to be disrespected. And then throughout the process, You have to be a man that is aligning with your words and your actions. So she's seeing, all right, he's telling me I can't disrespect him. And then every time I try, which they're going to continue to try, I'm going to be honest, bro. Most women, they will keep trying to test you to see how you are, if you're going to be aligned, especially in the beginning stages. Once you establish and you let her know this is what it is, she might get out of place every now and then, but that's your masculinity has to rise up and put her back in her place. You know what I'm saying? Let her know, look, you acting a little crazy right now. I need you to calm down. You're going to do what I told you to do. And I need you to listen a little bit more clearly to what I'm saying. You're acting in your emotions purely. So hear me. It's almost like you got to treat them like children, bro, because they're going to test you. You know what I'm saying? So then what you're doing is you're allowing her to know that you're a great leader. That, look, because leaders lead not only just by telling you, go do this. I need you to go do this right now. They lead by example, brother. So they're showing them. So she's trying to see if you're congruent. She's trying to match. All right, he's telling me he's disciplined. He makes sacrifices. He's about this business. But is he truly doing it though? So them moments when you're like, yeah, I'm out here working. I'm out here grinding. You know what I'm saying? And then you're able to pay for dates. You're able to go out and tell her what to do and she's listening. These things are all aligning and these things are all working in tangent to show her, all right, this man, I'm going to respect him. He's a great leader. And a lot of men don't understand these things, bro, and they miss the clues because you guys are just thinking that she's coming in, she's being masculine, and then what happens is she's testing you, and then you guys get mad at the fact that she's testing you, but she has to test you, bro, because most of these men, I mean, she doesn't have to, but the problem is the feminine men have destroyed it for the masculine men. So us operating in masculinity, we're going to endure these tests off rip. Not every chick I've ever dated has tested me in one way or another, bro. You know, and it's just part of the game, bro. So you have to understand this is going to happen. It's natural. So don't get angry. Don't get mad. Just do what I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Accept them, but keep firm. You got to plant your feet on the ground. You got to hold that frame and allow her to come into your frame, bro. Because most of these women, they're not used to this. So it's just going against the norm, especially right now in dating, because dating is so messed up. The majority of men can't get dates, so they're just accepting anything. Which lastly, and this is the one of the most powerful ways for you to truly command respect, and a lot of you guys don't understand this. A lot of you guys won't stand firm on this, stand on business and hold it down. But this is one of the biggest ones. You have to be willing to walk away, my brother. You know, sometimes you have to just put your cards on the table. And the cards on the table is like, that's the only power that we have, really, because most of these women, they know that they can get options. So you have to plant it in your head that I have multiple options. So the moment she disrespects you, you let her know, I'm not tolerating this disrespect. She continues to disrespect you. You have to exit that situation. You have to leave her. You have to let her know that I'm not going to tolerate this. I don't put up with this type of behavior from women. So I'll see you next time. You know, maybe if you want to come correct and you want to understand and truly listen to what I'm saying, we might give this another chance. But until then, I got to separate. I got to go my own way. But I see it too many people, especially because if you're in a marriage and you're in a relationship, a lot of you guys already failed, bro, because you already tolerated that disrespect. So you're just accepting it and you don't want to walk away because you got the kids, you got the family, you got everybody relying on you. You know, if you leave, she's going to take you in child support. She's going to take you for alimony. She's going to take your house, take your car. But I don't care, me specifically, because I'd rather have my respect. Because if you lose respect, I see it so many times. Men have lost respect for themselves and from their women. So then they're going out in society, nobody respects them. So then they feel worthless. They feel hopeless and they feel down. How could you be a man if you don't have no respect, bro? You know what I'm saying? You don't have respect for yourself. None of your peers are respecting you. Everybody's you're tolerating disrespect, and everybody's continually disrespecting you. Your kids disrespect you. So I think it's important for us to understand that wherever you are, maybe it's your time to walk away, bro. You just maybe that time to call a spade and exit the situation, so at least you can be comfortable with who you are as a man, so you can look yourself in the mirror. I've done it plenty of times, and I've gotten women based off this too, by I was talking to this one, she was a bad little snow bunny too, but we was going back and forth. I went out on a date, and what happened was, these women will play games, is what I'm saying. So I've already smashed. I already got it in with her. And then she was basically telling me that she wants to double back now and, go more into more dates. She wants me to spend more time with her. This is the same situation. They see you as boyfriend material. So now they want you to settle down and be with them in a relationship. So basically she was like, yeah, I want you to take me out more. I want to spend more time with you. So I was like, if my time allows it to, then yeah. And as soon as I said that, bro, she got mad. She's like, well, no, I'm telling you, we're going to spend more time. I'm available Monday and I need you to meet me here, pick me up. We're going out to eat. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're not going to tell me that I'm going to have to pick you up and that I'm taking you out to eat. That's not how this works. And second of all, I have to work. So that day's not going to work. As soon as I said that, bro, she sent me like a long chapter book about how she thinks I'm just using her. I'm taking advantage of her. And that's what I'm saying. Like the moment that you tell them no, they get so angry, bro. They get so mad because most men typically would tell them yes and do everything that they say. So I basically told her like, look, I know that this is how you in your past relationship was, where this guy put you on pedestal, because she told me that man pretty much did everything for her. So, I mean, she did everything. That man did everything for her. Whenever she asked to go out to eat, he did it. Whenever she asked to pick him, she wanted him sometimes, bro, to get flowers. So she like, pick these flowers out for me. He would go get flowers. So he was doing all that simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm coming around, she liked me at first because I was different. I portrayed that masculine aspect, that masculine side. But then most women can't handle it, bro. That most women are truly used to being put on that pedestal. So I told her, I'm like, at this point, I don't think that we're headed in the right direction. You're not listening to what I'm saying. And I honestly, I don't appreciate the behavior that you have. And you got to stay stoic, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay, because they'll try to get you emotional, bro. This is how you command their respect. You don't get emotional. A lot of you guys are getting too emotional. You acting like a female, bro. Of course, she's not going to respect you if you out here acting like she is, man. So you got to let her know in a calm tone. Like I said, kind of like you're talking to a child. Like, listen, I know that you're upset right now. I know you're not happy with me. But at the end of the day, I've explained myself to you once. I'm not going to keep explaining to myself. And a lot of you guys will keep telling this girl over and over and over. Bro, you only got to tell her a couple times. A lot of these women are pretty smart, bro. So she's just blatantly disrespecting. She's choosing not to listen to you. She's choosing not to go with your direction, your guidance. So I said, I've already told you multiple times. So at this point, I'm just going to have to do my own thing for a little while. Maybe you should take some time, reflect on what I said, and then we'll meet back later. Bro, she sent me a long ass message again, how she was mad at me and cussing me out. I didn't even respond back to her, bro. And, she went her own way, I went my own way. And I've done this other times where I pretty much did it. I put my cards on the table and these girls will come back. They'll come back because they realize that you got value, that you got something that truly no other man has. And it could just be your mindset. It could be the way you talk to them. There's different ways, but that's what I'm saying. In order for you to truly command respect, you have to see yourself as somebody that is unique, somebody that's set apart, somebody that's different. And they have to understand that too. A lot of it is just about demonstrating the man that you are, because we're just, like I know, bro, a lot of men aren't congruent. They say one thing, they do another, they get in emotions, they're acting feminine, they're acting weak, they're not willing to walk away, they're accepting all that. You don't have any options. You don't have even at least think that you got options, bro. Sometimes you got to think you got options. You know what I'm saying? Because that's allowing you to have an abundant mindset. Too many men operate in this scarcity mindset, so then they tolerate the disrespect, bro. If you want to command the ultimate respect, you got to go around all the time like, I got multiple options. I'm that man. I'm that guy. Like, you gonna walk away from me? You don't want to be with me? What's wrong with you, girl? Do you know who I am? I'm that man. What makes you think that I'm gonna go out here and simp on you? That's not how I operate, girl. I'm truly that dude. I'm him. You know when you step in my presence that I'm that guy. You know when you step in my presence, you gonna feel powerful. You're gonna feel amazing. And I'm gonna take care of you. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You ain't gotta put all your stress, put all the weight of the world on me, because I got that, because I'm built for this. Bro, if you act like that, these women are going to love that, bro. These women are going to respect you. These women are going to want to be with you. These women aren't going to get it. They're just, bro, they're going to want to be around you all the time. They're going to crave you. They're going to understand that this man is so powerful. This man is so amazing. I can't get enough of him. I think about him. You're going to be running in her mind all the time, bro. She's going to be like, I think about him 24/7. I can't stop thinking about him. But it's not an easy thing to do, bro. That's what I'm saying, especially if you with a baddie. I've learned through my own trial and error, bro, because I've had baddies in my life, and I'm not gonna lie, like, 10 years ago, that's what I'm saying. I can speak off personal experience, bro. I was that guy. I did tolerate a little bit of disrespect, and us as men, I think it's natural because this girl is so beautiful. You're like, man, and the funny thing is, the beautiful girls know that they're beautiful, and most guys are gonna simp out of them. So these typically are generally the most disrespectful women, and she was that. She had like a little bit of masculine traits. Now, she wasn't completely disrespectful. I would still check her though, but she would say slick little things like, no, take me here, I want to do this, like act like a baby, bro, like crying, no, I'm not going there, we're not going out to eat then unless you take me here. I'm like, whatever, because I wanted to get it in though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I was that guy, bro, you know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of you guys can change your ways, bro. If you adopt what I'm saying in this video, you can be that man that walks into the room. People are just going to feel your presence, and they're going to admire you, and they're going to want to be like you, and they're going to look up to you. We need more of our men to understand that now's the time that you got to gain respect. The more of us that command respect and have this ultimate respect from women, the game and the dating market would change so that we can truly understand that women can be women and men can be men, and these women can fall back in place. Respect masculinity, respect the man that's going out into this world, conquering things and bringing back all the rewards and the pleasures for her so she can live in a happy kingdom with that man, and she could truly be appreciative of that king that she has. So thanks for watching this video. Until next time, peace.